vanish.
Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Price Sonic here and welcome back to another video. Today I want to give you guys my thoughts and impression on Nintendo's new mobile app game called Pokemon Go. Now if you guys don't know, which is kind of highly unlikely since everyone knows about this app, but I'm just going to explain to you guys anyways. Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game developed by Niantic for the iOS and Android, and basically what this game is all about is that you just have to go outside into the real world and try to catch Pokemon. Now this app is currently not available, worldwide. Like currently I believe only Australia, New Zealand and some other country has this app, but there's still bypasses that you can use to access this app and try it out yourself like I did. Now for the iOS it's a little bit more complicated in that you have to try and you have to just try and change your location from wherever it is to Australia, and you also have to fill in some details to be able to access the app and download it. But for the Android it's a little bit more easy. You just have to find the APK, download it, which by the way, be really careful when you go to try and download the APK for Pokemon Go, because a lot of people are really sketchy and they'll pretty much try to do malicious things with the app, and obviously they'll hack you and crazy stuff will happen. But basically I got my APK kind of in the safe way. I believe it's safe, and I've been able to pretty much try it out, and I went out into the real world and I tried to capture some Pokemons, which I actually did. I caught up to 14 or 15 Pokemons, which are pretty cool, I guess. They're all Kanto region Pokemon, so it's not too impressive, but it's still good. Pretty much my experience using this app, it's pretty interesting. I mean, like for I guess kids, I believe that would be really fun to do, like to go outside and try and go to different places and see different Pokemons appear out of nowhere, and it's pretty fun. But for me, like it's still fun for me as well as an adult, because I felt a little bit, I guess, embarrassed walking around trying to find Pokemons, but that kind of went away really quickly because I really started to focus. I really tried to find the Pokemons that I actually wanted. Now what's available in this app? So first of all, you're able to customize and create your character. Now obviously there's only two types of gender, male and female, and the customization for the clothes, the hair and all that stuff is very limited. I don't think you can actually customize your hair. I think you can only switch the hat, but it's very limited. So I'm hoping that as they'll update this game, there will be more and more different types of clothing, different types of hairstyle, different types of whatever the case may be available in the game. Now at the very beginning you get to choose 3 style Pokemons, which are Charmander, Squirtle and Bulbasaur. Now obviously I chose the original, the one and only Charmander because that's the first Pokemon I chose when I first played Pokemon, so I had to choose it. It's only right, it's only natural that I chose Charmander. And as soon as you choose your style Pokemon, the professor will let you go into the real world and you just have to try and find Pokemons. Now how this game works is that as you walk around your location, you'll start to see locations pop up, like monuments or statues or shops even will end up being places on your app. So let's say for example you run into a monument. The monument could end up being either a Pokemon center where you can go and heal up your Pokemons and fill up whatever the things that you need to fill up with. I still haven't understand exactly what the Pokemon Center does to its full extent, but all I know is that what the Pokemon Center does is that it lets you heal up your Pokemon. So there's that. Or you can actually run up and find a gym. Now in my journey I actually did find a gym, but I wasn't able to access the gym because I wasn't high enough level. So you have to be level 5 to be able to try out the gym, which I actually really wanted to do, but I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't high enough. So I just spent my time finding Pokemons in different locations and essentially I caught them. So catching Pokemon is a very simple thing to do. So basically when you're walking around, you'll get a vibration in your phone and you'll see the Pokemon on the screen, so you'll know exactly if you want to capture this Pokemon or not. So once you see the Pokemon on the screen, you just tap into the you tap into the Pokemon, and the screen changes and you'll see the Pokemon in 3D right in front of you, ready to be captured. So basically it's really simple. All you have to do is just throw your Pokeballs at the Pokemon and you'll catch it. But you have to be really careful too, because I didn't realize this, but you could actually end up losing all of your Pokeballs. So I just kept trying to capture one Pokemon in particular. I think it was a Meowth, and I kept flicking it because my data connection was kind of flunky at the time, so I kept missing my throws and I ended up wasting like 5 Pokeballs just to capture that one Meowth. But I ended up doing it too, and there's that. So what you get when you capture a Pokemon is that you see its stats. Now the stats aren't much, to be honest, really. Like each Pokemon only comes with 2 moves. It depends really on what type of move that Pokemon will have. So I ended up catching 2 Meowths. I keep calling it Mewtwo, why? 2 Meowths, and one Meowth had 2 normal type moves, and the other Meowth that I have ended up having 2 dark type moves. So catching multiple types of Pokemon can actually turn out to go in your favor, and if you have 2 Pokemon that are exactly the same in every sense of the the word, the same, like whatever the case may be, you can just send them to your professor and you'll get XP points for doing so. Now the information that you get for capturing a Pokemon is very little. Like all you get to know about the Pokemon is pretty much its type, its weight, its height, how much it'll cost for you to power them up. So there's something called Stardust in the game, and you collect them as you level up. And the obvious along the Stardust you also get certain types of candy that goes with the Pokemon, and that's how you either level them up or power them up. And alongside that, like I said before, you get to see its move types, how many moves does it, what's another one? No, the amount of moves that they have, alongside the moves, and along that you also get the location of where you actually caught the Pokemon. So that's pretty cool too. So you can always look back and see, I caught this Pokemon, I guess, in the shopping center or whatever the case may be. Alongside that, you also have your Pokédex that gives you information about the Pokemon itself. Now currently, I don't know if it's just the Android version, but the Pokédex isn't really working all that well, because it only gives you information of, like I said before, the weight, the height, the type, how many times you've seen it, how many times you caught it, and the rest just goes into a long list which hasn't been fixed yet, but I'm hoping they'll fix it in the future. Now what I think about the app, it's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Like I had fun just walking around, because I had to walk around anyways, so I had fun walking around trying to capture different Pokemons, hoping to see a Pokemon that I would actually like on my team. And it works pretty well. It works exactly like how they've told us that it was going to work. You walk around, you see different type of Pokemon, and you capture it. Now I have only a few complaints from this app after using it for a couple of hours, and that is, one, there's no background, I guess, option for this game, so you can't just put the game in background and walk about your business. You have to constantly look at your phone and have it awake to be able to use the function to its full ability, which is kind of like annoying, because you don't want to keep doing that all the time. Like I want to be able to, hopefully, maybe in the future updates, put the game in background and just go about my business. And if I feel a vibration on my phone, I can just pull my phone out and be like, oh shit, there's a Mewtwo, oh shit, there's an Ivy, or whatever the case may be, and you capture the Pokemon and you move on with your life. Now sorry about that. Now the other thing that I don't like about the game currently is that it eats your battery. Like this thing will devour your battery. So I was able to get a full maybe 4 to 5 hours of use out of this app before it totally diminished my battery. That wasn't really like consecutive use. I had to obviously turn it off to do other things and turn it back on, but it really did eat up my battery really quickly. So hopefully there's going to be a patch to fix it. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually read it somewhere in a forum, in the official forums, that this is actually a problem for a lot of people. So they've taken notice of this, and hopefully they're going to be sending out a patch to fix the problem. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie, I've had fun. It's not like it's competing to be the best game out there. It's really just a game that encourages people to go out and go out and obviously find Pokemons. Now I'm hoping that people aren't going to be blindlessly, you know, looking at the phone and endangering themselves, because, you know, out there in the real world it's dangerous. You could probably walk out into the streets and the car is blazing by, and that'll be the end of you. So be careful when you're using the app. Don't be stupid and just walk while using the app constantly, especially if you're on the road or something like that. Like, if you have to cross the road, take your eyes off the app and just cross the road. Like, it's that easy. Oh, there's also one more thing, is that you don't actually have to go to the location, you know, that pops up. So let's say you see a bus stop, and the bus stop pops up as pretty much a Poke Center in your app. You don't actually have to approach the Poke Center. You just have to be close enough so that you can tap into it, and then it'll show up that you've reached the Poke Center. The same with a gym. You don't have to actually be close to the gym to be able to. Well, you don't actually have to stand on top of the gym to be able to use the gym. You just have to be close enough, like maybe 2 to 3 or 4 kilometers away from the gym to be able to, you know, access the gym and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of like a brief talk through of my experience with Pokemon Go. It's a fun app. Like, I can see myself using it maybe from time to time just to see how many Pokemons I can catch. Hopefully there will be more customization for your avatar. Hopefully they'll add Wi-Fi battle so that, you know, when you're pretty much done capturing Pokemon and you go home, you want to actually battle other players. So I want to be able to do that at home and just be like, okay, let me see who's currently playing Pokemon and let's see what happens then. So obviously pretty much, you know, I can battle all the Pokemons. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually forgot to talk about some other stuff, like the shop. Obviously, I need to talk about the shop before I can end this video. So the shop pretty much has few types of things. It has Pokeballs. You can buy Pokeballs for various amount of coins. Incense, what that does is it's pretty much essentially, and when you activate it, like, it sends out like some kind of like a scent that draws in Pokemon towards you, so it makes it easier for Pokemon to approach you and stuff like that. Egg, pretty much, I think egg, you just have to hatch Pokemons, I believe. And lure module, I actually have no idea what lure modules are. Maybe, okay, I can click it, cool. So it's a module that tracks Pokemon to a Pokestop for 30 minutes. Other people around the Pokestop can also benefit. Okay, so it's essentially like an instance like the previous one, but other people around you can actually benefit from this, so that's pretty cool. Then you have an upgrade bag, so you can hold more Pokemons, hold Pokeballs, and Pokemon storage upgrade. Then you have the coins. Now, bruh, like, when I saw the 99 and 99 euros one, I was like, bruh, who's about to spend that much money on virtual coins now? It's ridiculous. But the 99-cent one isn't really too bad. Like, you know, it's not gonna break your bank, so you're pretty okay with that. And what else have I not talked about? Oh, the items that I have, obviously. You can also take pictures with your cameras. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I've talked about everything possible. You know, you level up, you have a journal that tells you pretty much history of what you've done, and that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you've tried Pokemon Go yourself, let me know in the comment section below your experience. Tweet me your pictures of your team, because I want to see people's team, to be honest. I want to see how many Pokemon have you caught in your areas, and yeah. Just keep in mind that you're not going to be able to capture every single Pokemon. The idea is that you have to travel to capture Pokemon. So if you are planning on capturing a Mewtwo or maybe a Rayquaza, or whatever the case may be, you're going to have to go to the exact location that the Mewtwo and Rayquaza are scheduled to be able to catch it. So if you're someone who has the ability to travel around the world, that's going to be fun for you. And I kind of want to see as well who's going to be the first person to capture every single Pokemon, because that is going to be an actual task, a real challenge to be able to say I've caught all of these Pokemons by traveling across the world and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm Extreme Planet Sonic. Thank you so much for watching. I can't speak. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.